I'm sure most of you are aware that kneeling before a match is a regular pre-match routine in football as a show of solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement. But this was until the Ivory Coast international and Crystal Palace forward Wilfred Zaha became the first Premier League player to not kneel before a match. He stood tall with his hands behind his back as the rest of his teammates took the kneel as usual. Your instant thought is probably how disrespectful and outright wrong his actions were. But his decision came with a strong statement in his post-match interview, where he commented, "It doesn't matter whether we kneel or stand. Some of us still continue to receive abuse." As you may have gauged, today I'll be speaking to you about the Black Lives Matter movement and racism as a whole in football. 2020 was filled with unbelievable events that will be marked down in history and provide fascinating storytelling opportunities for many generations to come. But the one key event that captivated my thoughts and feelings most in this year was this movement, the Black Lives Matter movement. Black Lives Matter, or BLM for short, is a decentralized political and social movement protesting against all incidents of police brutality and all racially motivated violence against black people. It all began with a hashtag in 2013, and now it is a global campaign. The International Human Rights Campaign began in 2013 with this hashtag and has since gone on to lead calls for black people to be treated fairly in the US and all over the world. This movement sparked a wave of protest all over the world and sparked a light in my heart that made me want to make a difference today. This movement was spread in the news, across social media, and many protests that were led by the likes of Anthony Joshua and John Boyega especially, whose infamous and powerful Hyde Park message really made me want to make a difference. Listening to his speech, even from home, sent chills down my spine. And as he so wisely said, black lives have always mattered. We have always been important. We have always meant something, and we have always succeeded regardless. This is similar to the message portrayed by the first black American president. Yes, Barack Obama, who said so wisely and powerfully, as he always did in his speeches, that I want you to know that your lives matter. I want you to know that your dreams matter. I want you to know that you matter. Racism is also a major problem in football, as I mentioned earlier, where there have been a number of high-profile racist incidents in football in recent times. While there has been significant progress since 1978, when Viv Anderson became the first black footballer to represent England, there's still a long way to go to win a society where racism is near non-existent. Unfortunately, there have been an uncountable number of racist attacks in football in recent times, with players like Raheem Sterling and Kyle Walker both being racially abused after they suffered the Champions League final defeat. Marcus Rashford received at least 70 abusive and racist messages online after he suffered his Europa League final defeat, with one person online even being identified as a teacher. Unbelievable. Son Heung-min was racially abused after he suffered a Premier League defeat as well, and the England squad have been booed whilst taking the knee in every single one of their matches so far in their campaign. Respectfully, the Premier League and many other leagues have seen many great attempts and many great ways to try and help reduce racism in football, from banners, online posts, social media boycotts, wearing shirts to convey the message, and many famous campaigns like the Red Card to Racism campaign. To watch a sport that I've always admired to both play and watch throughout my childhood and throughout my life, being torn apart by racism, tears my heart apart. The love of the game is being lost for many true fans who have to watch the players that they support undergo these horrible experiences, which no one should ever go through. On multiple days during these times, I asked myself an especially important question, which I would like to ask you all. Why is this still happening? What makes certain people feel the need to continue to do this? Why is racism on the back foot? Fortunately, following these movements, it is possible to see changes on both a minor and major scale to remind people that Black lives do matter. However, some people felt that the Black Lives Matter movement was hinting at Black lives being superior to all other lives and Black lives being the most important lives. But I cannot stress how wrong this is, because at the end of the day, everyone is equal. But what this movement is trying and attempting and succeeding to do is raise awareness of Black lives being treated as less, which they should not be. To finish off, I would like to leave you with this especially important quote that I so strongly stand by. It is not black versus white or black versus any other race. It is everyone together against racism. I have been Shuaib Adam, and thank you for listening.